I was watching a Shelby Foote video today, the historian of and author of the great series, The Civil War. And also, he was a pipe smoker. And I'm always interested in what respectable historical figures smoke, what they were into. And I found that he smoked a Canadian, I guess you would call it a Lovat. It's got a long shank and a shorter stem. And I have one of these that I bought many years ago at a time capsule sale, which there was a bunch of pipes in a box from the 70s that were brand new. I told you that story. So what his favorite tobacco was Edward G. Robinson. And he would sometimes go to this place, and he went there for many years, and they had a thing that they called, like, it was an in-house blend called Mellow Mixture. And apparently, if I'm not mistaken, it was a little bit of Edward G. Robinson, a little pinch of that. I'm doing the actual recipe, the Shelby Foote recipe. There was a little bit of half and half, just a little bit. It was like, what was it? Like 1/3 Edward G. Robinson, and then, no, 2/3 Edward G. Robinson, and then the last third was split between half and half and Sir Walter Raleigh, which I have a jar here that I haven't opened since Lord knows when. This has been around a long time. A long time. Ooh, that smells good. Boy, that flavor, that smell just jumped out at me. Ooh, boy, that was something. I love it when you jar a tobacco for years and then... So I'll just take a little bit out of there. Just a little bit. So, Edward G. Robinson with half and half, and Sir Walter Raleigh right here. Can you see that? There we go. I'm just going to mix that up and put it in the French Lovat. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not saying it right, correct me, please. I promise I won't block you. Just kidding. All right, here we go. I am kidding. All right, here we go. So this is what Shelby Foote smoked. He did not smoke a pipe while he was writing. He smoked a pipe while he was studying and while he was reading. And I also found out today he wrote the Civil War with a nib pen and ink, and then transcribed it later. So I have the bowl about 3/4 of the way. All right, so here's the Shelby Foote. And let's see what this is like. And then I heard that it was a mixture of Edward G. Robinson and Barking Dog, which I just ordered a couple ounces. I just ordered that, so we'll see. And I'll try that mixture, my own blend, when that comes in. So let's just see what this is like right now. I am not a fan. I am not a fan of this at all. Remember I made these homemade tampers a few years ago, some of you, with a brass casing. What was it? I used 3 different shells. I used 45s, 38s, and 223s. And then I took bamboo and just burnt some rings on it. And then I took a copper pipe, took some tin snips, cut off a piece, and made a copper spoon out of it to kind of scoop. So it's kind of a tamper and like a little spoon to clean things out. Let's give this another shot here. Let's give it a fair shot. Now remember, I didn't like Haunted Bookshop when I first got it. I bought 2 tins and then I bought a whole pound of it in bulk. Still not resonating with me. All right, enough of that. I can't take any more. I'm serious. I'm trying to think what is the offending tobacco in there. I know it's not Edward G. Robinson. That has become one of my favorite aromatics. Magnificent. Just love this. If you've never had that, just get it. Trust me on that one. So I also heard that there was a rumor that it was half and half. That it was half and half and Edward G. Robinson. So let's try that. I have a big tub of Sir Walter Raleigh in the house, and I just jarred some for out here in the shed. There's a reason why I still have a lot of it left. I just was not the biggest fan of Sir Walter. So let's just see what this is like. And then the next time I will try the Barking Dog and Barking Dog mixture and Edward G. Robinson. Let me just run a pipe cleaner through this real quick here. It's so funny when you look at these, some of these notable historic figures, authors and such. It's such a, you know, like I heard that C.S. Lewis loved Three Nuns, and that got me started on Three Nuns. The tobacco, Three Nuns. And Tolkien liked Capstan Gold Flake, and I really learned to love Capstan Gold Flake. Love it. Love it. Ordered some of that. All right, let's try this now. This is Edward G. Robinson and half and half. Smoke's great, staying lit. I like it a little bit better, but not a lot better. I wish this was a little flatter right here. If you clench it up here, and then you go to bite down, it like slips like that, and then goes boing, 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 boing. I am digressing here for a second. The Savinelli, Bing's favorite, which is pretty flat. and stays like where you put it, or Savinelli 673, real flat right here, stays where you put it, and then the Savinelli 626 Christmas pipe, and that stays where you put it. Now, back to this French brand. This is a great smoking pipe. I can't believe I've ignored this all these years, but you have to hold it. It's not much of a clencher. Some guys like putting the rubber bits on the end, but to me that's just, I don't know, it's too much. It's too much. To me, the thinner the bit, the better. Like this one that was custom made for me. See how thin that is? ND Pipes made this for me from Croatia. I mean, look at that. Look how thin that is. It's magnificent. And it's not slippery. It's not too slippery, if that makes any sense, but let's try this. This does smoke perfect. This says Royal Ascot Supreme Algerian Briar, France. So it's probably a, I don't know, somebody do some research on this. This is probably a second, right? Royal Ascot is a second from another company. Am I correct? Is this a second from Camoy? A second from Dunhill? What is it? I can't say that I like the mixture. I do like Edward G. Robinson. A lot of pipe shops and tobacco shops have their house blends, which is just a renamed, repurposed blend from one of the big companies. Like one of my favorite blends is this, where is it? It's called English Estate. That's what they called it, English Estate. But it's a Sutliff blend. Nope, not into it. Sorry, just ain't. That's 0 for 2. 0 for 2. Not happening, man. Not happening. Now this is from November of 2014. So here we are. How many years ago was that? 7 years ago, right? English Estate. Ah, the smell is just heavenly. It is just beautiful. Beautiful. Can you see that? I mean, it's just such a pretty blend. I am determined to enjoy this pipe before the kids start coming here for Halloween. And they're supposed to, I guess they're going to start at 5:30, according to the township. English Estate goes down there where I can find it rather than look for it every time I need it. This little blend here, I'm not even going to put this into the cutting board blend. That just goes into the ashtray and gets spread around. That becomes fertilizer. Now, razor blade, clean off your cutting board, Cadillac cutting board. All right, English Estate. I'm just determined to enjoy a pipe. Ah, beautiful. If I knew what Sutliff blend this was, I would tell you. I would tell you. This is so good. Boy, this brings me back. This literally brings me back 7 years in this shed right here when I had the big beard. Oh, how perfect. Gosh. I'll tell you where I got English Estate. I think it's called, I'm forgetting the name already. Cigars Unlimited or something like that on Bethlehem Pike in Ambler Springhouse area. It's been a long time since I've been there. I think it's called Cigars Unlimited, and they got a corner with a bunch of big ginger jars. Man, the straight pipe is growing on me. Just enough spice. I'm getting the bonfire. This is so perfect for fall weather. It's just so perfect. Oh my gosh. Do you find that your straight pipes don't gurgle like your bent pipes do? I find that my bent pipes, and I know a lot of it has to do with the pipe smoker, not the pipe, but they seem to collect saliva and they gurgle, whereas a straight pipe never gurgles. For me, anyways. How about you? Even with cobs, even the cobs tend to gurgle a little bit for me. Well, if I was you, I would go get some English Estate. I don't even know who's working the register anymore there. I think the guy that owns it, his name is Marty. You tell him I sent you. And there's a cigar lounge in the back. I remember years ago I was working at this place, back when I was cutting hair full time, before I did coaching full time. And I asked one of the girls, are there any pipe shops around? It was a kind of a unisex kind of place. Men and women work there, men and women got their hair cut there. And I asked one of the girls, is there a pipe shop around here? And she told me, yeah, as a matter of fact, there is. Gave me the address, and I went there, and I walked in, and it was just like, like bongs, glass pipes, couple hookahs, wooden weed pipes. And I thought, oh, okay, I get it. She didn't know that I meant this kind of pipe. She thought I meant glass pipes, because half the people that I worked with were hitting the pipe a couple times a day. And I would fire up on the way home. With a briar or a cob. I'll tell you what I'm liking about everything that I'm doing right now. This pipe is not overheating, because I do puff like a freight train. And the tobacco's not burning too hot. And what a great experience it is. What a great experience this is right now. Well, that was a rabbit hole, wasn't it? I started out wanting one thing and ended up doing something completely different. Two thumbs up on this one. Well, I'm just going to make myself comfortable here. I mean, how could I not? Right? How could I not? Do you ever think you'd watch a video of a guy just smoking a pipe? I have nothing to say now. I think I want to have a cup of tea or something right now. I do plan on making a hot toddy for tonight. You know what that is? Make yourself a cup of tea, put in a shot of bourbon, teaspoon of honey, a cinnamon stick, and if you want, a lemon wedge. I got this Rebel bourbon right here, which is actually surprisingly pretty good. So I will have that tonight that'll be my medicine for tonight. But before that, I'm making a petite filet mignon and a mixed seafood platter for myself. I'm going to make it on the grill. Or, as some people would say, a surf and turf. The seafood has shrimp, scallops, calamari, mussels, what else? Clams. I think if I'm forgetting anything. I think that's all. And I'm just going to saute that in butter and then make the steak, the filet, on a cast iron pan. Yeah, cast iron. Not the grill, and not the kind of cast iron that has the lines in it. I'm going to literally heat up that cast iron pan on the grill, on the burner top on the grill, and then sear it on each side. And I'm psyched about that. Oh my gosh, I'm so psyched about that. And then I'm going to, what is going on out there? I'm looking at these branches falling from the tree in the backyard, like whole branches. That's interesting. The squirrels are just having a ball. That's weird. For those of you that have a grill out on the back deck or backyard or whatever, and you got the little cooktop, the gas cooktop, do you ever use that cooktop for anything? I just started using that this year. Well, this pipe is enjoying the hell out of me right now. What is your favorite pipe tobacco as of late? What would you say? I know mine changes with the seasons. I like something a little stronger, a little smokier, a little oakier come fall. As it gets a little bit cooler, let's see what the temperature says. All right, it's 60 degrees. It's not cold, but it's enough to wear a fleece and pop on a cap, right? All right, well, cheers. What are you going to put in your pipe, and what are you going to drink tonight? Let me know. Put your answer down below. Thanks for watching.
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. So far as the echo, where do we start? You can learn to discover a million stars. Here in the shadows, I know you're scared. Take my hand, together we'll make a stand. We've got to fight to find a way. Dare to fall to find out what to say. No more hate. Just admit that you're just afraid. Time to let go of all your fears and pride. Stand up beside me, don't you hide. We can build a better place. If we can just find a way, then we can live a better day. Rise from the ashes, from the anger, from the war. Let's come together, lift your spirit for the cause. We should be equal, should be living free. All together, one and all, let's build a dream. No more hate. Just admit that you're